Good morning, everyone. Welcome into Mornings with Loretta. You know what? School has started all over the country. If your child hasn't gone back, I would love to know where you are because all around me, school has started. That same schedule has started. But there are some things we probably didn't prepare for and some things we certainly don't know. So, who better to have for this segment than the Trisha Hirschberger? Hi, Trisha. Welcome to Mornings with Loretta.
Hi, Loretta. Thank you
Okay.
so much for having me. I know back to school time can be a little nerve wracking on the parents as well as the kids. So I've got some good finds that I think will help ease everyone in.
Okay, so my next question is, so since it's coming up and it's already started in a lot of places, and we already know it's stressful. Just call it what it is. It's stressful. How can we make it easier for them though? I know you have the secret.
Well, one of my favorite ways to make it a little easier for the kiddos is to personalize their gear with creations maybe they've made themselves. It not only gets kids excited for the school year, but it's really fun and it helps build their confidence. Cricut Joy Extra lets you turn your child's own artwork, like let's say a hand drawn dragon, into one of a kind designs on maybe their backpack or their lunchbox. Now, whether you're a first time crafter or DIY expert, Cricut Design Space makes designing really easy. From teacher gifts with that special little touch to customized backpacks like I have here and lunch boxes to even personalized shirts to wear to school during the day, it's never been easier to add a creative spark to every part of the new school year. So I love it. It's just this little gadget right here, this little machine, and endless creativity to continue making these wonderful personalized creations.
You know what? I tell everybody I love Cricut. It's so easy to use. I can use it and I have. And the beauty about Cricut, you don't have to go and, run a whole entire store from with your Cricut. You can if you want to. But Trisha, it makes everything unique, individualized. There's not going to be another backpack like that backpack right there unless you choose that same thing. But you can make sure that your child's backpack stands out. So when they're grabbing the backpack at the end of the day, or they know which one is theirs because you have personalized it. So thank you so much for that. So I know you have something else for us to on that table of tricks that you have over there. Let's do more magic. What do you have for older students?
I certainly have a table of tricks here for you. So, for the older students, I would recommend maybe a new smartphone that's specially designed for long reading sessions. I have right here TCL's new 60XE Next Paper 5G, and it's TCL's most premium phone yet. So, it's got 256 gigabytes of internal storage, up to 16 gigabytes of RAM, a nice long lasting battery, and best of all, their unique Next Paper display can be optimized to look like ink on paper instead of a screen. So long study sessions will be more comfortable on the eyes day or night. And that is available right now on Amazon or TCL.com. It's available for both. And then I have some stuff here, some goodies on the table for kids of all ages that want to get very hands-on and for our music aficionados. What do you want to hear about next, Loretta?
Okay, so you took me fast on that phone thing. I need you to just redo what you just did because either my eyes are deceiving me or my mind is thinking that surely it's not that easy to have technology like that available for our students and for us who are small business owners. And then to talk about the music, because you know what? I got to have my music. I got to have music. So show me the phone app again. What's on Amazon?
Okay. Yeah. So this is TCL's new 60XE Next Paper 5G. And the cool thing about TCL's Next Paper line of gadgets, they make tablets with this display technology as well, is that it's a fingerprint free matte screen that really looks like you're reading ink on paper. They have a kind of a black and white ink on paper mode, as well as the color ink on paper mode that we're seeing right now, which is really great for reading comics. I love to use it for that. But for those long study sessions where you're reading, it's so much more comfortable on the eyes. It makes sense when you're outside, if you're, have college students walking around campus, let's say, and going over their notes or something like that. That Next Paper technology is really special and something unique to this phone. And this phone is affordable. Even though it's one of their more premium phones, you can often find it at the $300 or less price point, which compared to a lot of other phones out there, this really is very budget friendly. So I love to recommend it for students, and it's pretty new as well.
Oh, wow. Okay. So because I'm on this phone all the time, I do everything. So I'm always working no matter where I am. I can physically work, whether I'm in Jamaica, Japan, or wherever I am, I can work. So that phone, whoever did that, bravo, bravo, bravo. So you kind of went really fast on the music. The music. Am I saying a turntable? What am I seeing on your table of tricks?
You are seeing a turntable, yes. So for students young and old, maybe if you're beginning your journey into vinyl records, maybe you're a music student specifically, this is the perfect turntable for them. This is Audio-Technica's AT-LP70XBT automatic wireless turntable. Now, what I love about this is it combines the experience of warm analog audio from your vinyl records with the convenience of modern Bluetooth technology. So students can listen to their records over Bluetooth-enabled speakers, headphones, or even connect to a home stereo or other components as well. It's really, really awesome, and just a fun way to kind of combine that classic music technology with the new modern day tech.
See, you always do it. In the last year and a half, 2 years we've been doing this show with you, you never cease to amaze me and share details and deals that I never even would have heard of had you not stopped by. So Trisha, anything else? Because I know you have to go, and then we can tell them where they can go for more information.
Perfect. Yes, I do have one more for you for kids ages 3 to 99, if you will, but specifically suited for young hands. To spark creativity and imaginative thinking, you can introduce your little one to magnetic building fun with Cub Planet. Now, this is the winner of the Best STEM Building Toy by STEM.org for 2025. These are compact and beginner-friendly building sets that include vibrant magnetic pieces that are easy to handle and, again, ideal for those small hands. It's a proven and fun way to keep our kids away from screens. They encourage early learning and exploration, develop problem solving, and sharpen motor skills and spatial awareness as well. They are designed, again, to be fun for the whole family. I built this little vehicle just last night myself, and I have to say, really great time. And even I had some problem solving to do. So again, these are a winner of the Best STEM Building Toy by STEM.org for this year. And so I always want to make sure that I shout out the STEM toys when it comes to back to school and learning.
Yes, because you know what? STEM is the key to their future. Right. And introduce them early so it's not intimidating when they really have to know science, technology, and math and all that good stuff. Trisha, where can we go for more information?
For more information on any of these back to school ideas, you can always head to dailylounge.com. And Loretta, just thank you for being such a joy, and thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Can't wait till you come back in the next week or so. Thanks, Trisha. Bye for now. All right. Bye-bye. Bye. So let me tell you about her. She's so fabulous. She's been on the show countless times. She is a TV host and a 2-time Streamy award-winning content curator, specializing in tech, gaming, and fandom entertainment. Her passion for gaming, tech, and all things geek is why she's been selected to host so many shows. She's on all the national shows, and she's been on my show. So she represents Google, Dell, Twitch, Intel, Mattel, Disney, Amazon, HTV. The list goes on and on and on. But you know what? It doesn't end there. You know, Trisha is fabulous, but I have another guest. This is our first time on the new segment of Mornings with Loretta, the Loretta McNary Show. I know it's a lot, but we're also relaunched. Well, we have relaunched our segment called What's Great About Memphis. And our guest today is no stranger to a lot of people in Memphis because Robin Wilson Tucker, she's a dynamic entrepreneur. She's a strategist. She's an advocate for personal and professional growth. Let me not waste a lot of time telling you who she is. Let me show you who she is. Welcome to Mornings with Loretta, Robin.
Good morning, Loretta. I am so excited and delighted to be here with you this morning.
Awesome. Okay, so fellow Memphian, are you a native or have you been here all your life?
I am an Arkansan.
Okay.
I tell people that I'm an Arkansan by birth, and I'm a Memphian by choice. So I've been here for 21 years. I've lived here for 21 years.
Okay, you are Memphian. We definitely
Yeah.
claim you. So, talk about your business. What was your motivation for becoming an entrepreneur? I'm always so curious about that.
So my motivation really started young. It started early for me. I had a family that was in business. My family had a local funeral home in Morrilton, Arkansas. My dad was a mortician. He had a janitorial cleaning service. He had a carpet cleaning service. So entrepreneurship was really rooted in me early. My mom was a teacher. And, I, like many others, after high school, went to college, got a degree in engineering, industrial engineering, worked for many years as an engineer in various industries. And 2 years, well, actually 4 years ago, during the pandemic, while I was still working full time, I started my business, Wilson Consulting. And for me, it was one of those things, well, I'm going to do it on the side and just started there. But it ultimately, I've been full time for a year now, and I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it.
Okay, one other thing that I know that you do really well, you are the ultimate networker. I don't get out in Memphis a lot networking because I'm so busy with all this TV stuff. But usually, if it's somewhere I really want to go, I know it's a great place. If I see you there, if I see Miranda there, and Lydia, right? I know I'm in the right place, and so many others. So, can you give us some tips on being a great networker? Because you are. You have built your business
Thank
and
you.
your reputation on solid networking skills. This is how I see you. So can you give us some networking tips, about two or three?
Sure, absolutely. So when you're looking at networking, especially in person or either online, you have to be very intentional and strategic. Those are the key words I use when I talk to people about networking. So you have to know before you go to an event, does that event serve you? Is it something where you can add value to someone or someone can add value to you? That's very important. The second thing I will say is have intent in mind when you get there. Just don't go to an event haphazardly. There's a purpose for you being at that event. Are there certain people that you want to meet? Do you have a goal? Are you trying to connect with certain people? So it's not about the quantity of people that you connect with, but the quality of connections. Because remember, when you're networking, you want to be authentic and not transactional.
That, whoo, can you say that one more time for the people in the back? That is a pet peeve for me. That's why I don't do a lot of networking, even though my schedule won't allow it. But that is not the
Mhm.
place to try to get a deal or to sell your record or your book or
No.
your conference. It is a get to know you. I'm so
Yes.
interested in what you're doing. Can we have coffee? Right? Or if you want to go to
Yes.
lunch, do the lunch, but I do coffee or I do a Zoom. I used to do the whole lunch and dinner thing, but now I don't. I just do coffee at best. So I just
Hmm.
really want people to understand. And then don't stay too long, because some people, especially the speaker at an event, people want to go talk to the speaker and they're leaving all this other real estate,
Exactly.
great minds, IP
Exactly.
in the background for the speaker who you may never get to contact with or do business with, but you have so much
Exactly.
other real estate in that room. So I don't like it when there's a line. Go and meet other people, and then when the line dies down, go back over there. So what's your thought?
So I 100% agree with you. When you're in a large space networking event, try to talk to, I want to say as many people as you can, but at least 5 to 10. And don't spend any more than 2 or 3 minutes with one person, especially if you're in a large group. Like you said, introduce yourself, tell about the value that you bring, and then ask the person about them. And you always want to do a little bit more listening than talking. Allow them to tell you about them and what they do, and then you can chime in what you do and follow up with a meeting, like you said, coffee. Can I get 15 minutes on your calendar? Everybody has 15 minutes in a week that they can provide. So these are definitely very good things that you can do in a larger situation. Again, people are busy, and when you're in a large group like that, there's not a lot of time to spend with one person. So you want to make sure you're intentional again and strategic when you're in those type of settings.
All right, so that was for free, everybody. Take notes. And because I'm telling you, when I go networking, I am going for a reason. And don't say you go in to support somebody because you're a business owner. Yeah, you're supporting somebody, but honey, it is to grow your business, to meet new people.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
please understand, transactions during networking are a no, no.
Absolute
They're a
no,
no, no.
no.
They're a no,
Absolute.
no. And if you spend a lot of time with people you already know, because we get in that comfort zone, we want to hang out with Robin, we want to hang out with Miranda because we love them. They're so awesome. Honey, there are 15 at least other people that you should just go say hi. So people will not understand this, but it is so true, Robin. I find it difficult sometimes to just walk up to people and start the conversation. Can you give us a conversation question to lead with, or compliment or comment when we are networking, for those who feel like they're wallflowers and they're not comfortable doing that?
Sure, absolutely. So if you're stuck in what you should say or how you should start, depending on the event you're at, if there has been a speaker, if there's been, if there's networking behind at a conference or a meeting, you can always, always, always talk to a person and ask them, hey, how did you like that session? What did anything resonate with you? I really enjoyed that. Talk about something that you've already both experienced, right? Start in leading with that. If it's a speaker, the same thing. I really like when the speaker said XYZ. This breaks ground in commonality. So if there's something in common that you've just both experienced at that event, then that is a great segue. Now, if it's a speed networking or just a networking event in general where there's no speaker, oftentimes what will be helpful is to start talking about something happening in current events, in the news, in the city. Now, stay away. I would warn you to stay away from religions or politics, right? But something that's positive in the city, right? Or something
Yeah.
maybe you read or heard. Always a great thought starter. And of course, the old adage is, if you want to start talking about something that everybody's aware of, sports or weather, that always is a good icebreaker as well.
Yeah, and one thing definitely I find in Memphis that people like is not what college you went to, where do you work, but we like to know what high school did you go to, right? Because we all
Exactly.
love to rep our high schools more than anything, because that builds
This is true.
community and camaraderie, whether we like that school, because usually we like the school, but we have this like Melrose, Golden Wildcat here, and Hamilton, right? So we
Right.
always had this unspoken competition for whatever reason. It was started
Mm-hmm,
way before
mm-hmm.
me. I just helped keep it going on though. But I have friends from Hamilton, from South Side, from North Memphis, what's that, North High. But yeah, so that's a good place to start too. Once you say you get that foundation of, we're going to have a small conversation, you walk up and you say, hey, what do you think about the speaker? What business are you in? What's your competitive advantage, and what challenges you? And then say, you know what, I'd love to continue this conversation. How about we do coffee? Because there seems to be a lot of synergy here. So
Yes,
I just want
yes.
people to understand it's not transactional, it's relational.
Right. It is. And I had to learn early on living here about the high school because I'm not from here. And so people ask me, what high school? I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. I'm not from Memphis. And like,
Yeah.
okay, you're not from Memphis. So I had to get kind of level set that early on and then talk about what I do like the city, and then talk about more things I like about the city. So
Yeah, and never be controversial or competitive in that 2 minute get to know you, so we can figure out if there's some synergy. And if there's not organic synergy, don't throw that away, because you can create intentional synergy, right? So let me ask you, so what has been one of your biggest challenges when you became an entrepreneur, going from corporate America, the engineer, to being, a right brain, a right brain activity as an entrepreneur?
the biggest thing that I think for me I had to overcome was switching my mindset from employee, individual contributor to now owner, right? And really stepping into the fact that I am the expert in what I do in the field. Yes, I was an expert when I worked for XYZ company, but I think there's a mindset shift that you have to embrace as an
Mhm.
entrepreneur, that you are it, right? And you may have had that company, that support, or that leverage that well, I work for this company. Well, you work for you now. And
Yeah.
so you have to position your mindset is, I am the expert. This is it. I am the company. So for me, that first year was my first year full time was really, I had to really do a lot of mind shift work, mind and soul shift work to really own that it is me. I am it. I am the expert, right? If I did it for this company, I can do it for myself and really help others and make an impact. So it was the mind shift for me.
Oh, wow. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. So I know one thing that you're known for and that you are promoting about your LinkedIn superpowers. So can you give us 3 quick LinkedIn profile wins to get my audience started?
Absolutely. Number one, the headshot. Make sure that your headshot is professional, that it looks like you. A lot of the AI apps are out now for headshots. Make it authentic. Even if you use an app, make sure it's you. We all know if something looks strange. Great headshot, banner photo. A lot of people miss that space behind your picture. Some people don't have anything there. That is your digital billboard. Have something there that represents you, okay, or you're an advocate for, and the headline. That headline that's under your name. Very important that you don't leave it as is, as by default, but that you change it and revise it to not only who you are, what you do, and what you represent, and the impact that you can make using keywords and other things. Those are the 3 big things I tell people about their profile.
Okay, so you have an event, a Zoom or something coming up, right? Can you talk about that? And then my last question for you will be share your favorite quote and what you love about Memphis.
Okay. So I had an event on this past Tuesday where I did a webinar. But what I do have a couple of things. If you go to my site, Wilson Consulting, www.wilsonconsultingllc.info. I do have some offers I'm running right now on LinkedIn profiles and also a community for learning. Now, as far as the quote that I love, I believe it was Maya Angelou. No, Shirley Chisholm, I'm sorry. Um, service is the rent that we pay on earth, or something like that. Service is the rent that we pay due on earth. And I'm probably messing up the quote, but it's something that I love absolutely from Shirley Chisholm. And I think I messed it
Okay.
up a little bit, but you don't
That's
hammer
okay.
me
You're
too bad.
paraphrasing. We can't get it word for word. We own it, right?
Right.
So now it's yours and Miss Shirley Chisholm, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you love? What do you, when I ask the question, what's great about Memphis, what's your answer? Hey, Miss Shirley Hill, I see you.
For me, what I really love about Memphis is the resilience of the people here. I've met wonderful people over my 21 years here in the city. And when I tell you, we are some of the most resilient people, no matter what challenges, adversities that we have here in the city, we are resilient. We continue to rise and excel. And that's what I really love about Memphis. The entrepreneurial spirit and the resilience is amazing.
Absolutely. I was showing my photo. It's a painting that my son did of the bridge because I absolutely do love Memphis too. All right. Well, that is going to complete our time today. It went extremely fast. We even went
It
over, but
did.
I love helping entrepreneurs, small business owners with that part that we get so busy doing the business and being the business, we forget even if you have it figured out, there are some good tips that Robin shared that can help escalate your business profile and exposure. And if not for you, share it with somebody else. So, all right, Miss Robin, thank you so much for being my guest on What's Great About
Thank you.
Memphis. We'll see
Thank
you
you so much,
soon.
Loretta. Thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely. Bye for now. All right, so we've had fun with these ladies today. Trisha on her Amazon finds and all the new tech and all the gifts and the things that can help our children, be more successful in school this school year. And then we had Miss Robin. Oh my goodness, with those amazing LinkedIn profile tips and wins and the networking. It is not transactional. Don't try to, sell on the spot. Build relationships, and people won't they'll be glad to see you the next time. I'll put it like that. I may be projecting, but that's how I feel about it. Anyways, I want to end this segment of the Loretta McNary Show and Mornings with Loretta. And, in closing, this is what we say. We say, think positive, dream big dreams, help someone along the way, and live like you believe, beloved. Bye for now.